Ho, ho, ho. Welcome back. If you are out there and you're clicked on the video because you're debating between the Pocket 3 and the Go Ultra, well, this is going to be a pretty quick video showing some footage of both, letting you decide which one you think is best for you. First off, out of the gate, your picking abilities are very different. Meaning, these are very different cameras than like this versus the Nano, because they're both POV style cameras that you can pull off, put anywhere, all that kind of stuff. And this is more like a camera like this, a Sony ZV-1 or a mirrorless camera that I'm using right now. It's got a larger sensor. It's going to give you more of that cleaner mirrorless look, but it's got limitations. Limitations meaning you can't do a lot of fast, crazy movements with this. It's not action rated. You can't get wet, all that kind of stuff. It's really for cinematic style, POV stuff, talking to it. When you, I'm just getting right into the differences right away. When you use this camera, you can track your face and track objects, and it's great, all that stuff. But doing quick turns and quick movements like you do with like action cameras, just to get all different shots, it's kind of harder to do with a gimbal stock. You have to be careful with the gimbal. You can't just go crazy with it. You have to like treat it with some type of respect. This is a lot better than putting this on a standard gimbal and then going around and doing stuff. That's why I kind of got rid of the gimbal for my Sony ZV-1 and just use this, because 1-inch sensor, a lot easier, right? If you're debating between this and this, ooh, that's hard, because this does a lot more than what this camera can do. Meaning, I can use it as a POV camera like this. You have a nice big screen on the back to see yourself with as you do all your craziness. And you have the ability to do quick movements like that, or pointing at things. Hey, look at this, look at that, look at this, look at that. A lot easier you can with this camera. But then you have the option to pull this guy out, still see your shot and all that kind of stuff, but you can mount this all different ways. Comes with a hat clip, you can mount it to your chest with the magnet. There's extra stuff you can buy to mount it anywhere. You name it, you got it. You can mount this thing any which way. This can get wet, so you can go in the pool, you can go snorkeling, all that kind of stuff. With this camera, you can dump it in a glass, all the possibilities. This you can't. So you have to weigh what you want. Do you want better 1-inch sensor image quality, or you want to get the shot in all different kinds of crazy ways? So that's kind of the difference between the two. So you're like, all right, well, how much different is the image quality? Well, let me show you some shots. I went around Ireland, and I'll just play through different shots, and you can kind of look. I'll tell you which camera is which, and then you can decide. If you want that wider angle look with great colors and pops and all that kind of stuff, like an action camera like this is gonna shine. If you want headshot where the head's really in it and you want that clean skin tone and clean look of the face, then you want probably a bigger sensor. And that's just kind of like what it is. Sensor size, 1.128. I'll put it on the screen. And then 1-inch sensor. And I'll show you what that looks like in sensor size world. This can also have a wireless microphone. This is the Mic Air that connects it wirelessly. So you can use the camera with a microphone instantly attached to it. No big deal. This also does the same thing. It has with the combo you can get, it comes with a microphone. You can do the same thing, attach the microphone and do your blah, 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 blah. Also good internal audio. I think this is better internal audio than this one. This is a lot newer. So the size difference, just back in your pocket. But this is like a regular action camera. In and out, go for a run, whatever. Okay, I'll shut up. That's your difference between the two. Hope you like the footage. All right. So this is me hand-holding the Pocket 3 with the internal microphones of the Pocket 3. Just to kind of show you what it looks like versus the Ultra, what it is in the car. Ultra is a lot wider. I could punch in with the Ultra, but it's not going to be as clear as a 1-inch sensor style of camera. So, what do you think?
So what we're going to do here is that we're actually going to run into Costco, and I will take the Go Ultra inside, and I'll take the Pocket 3, and we'll get some quick shots of inside just to show you the difference of what it's going to look like.
So here is the Ultra in pure video mode. Oh yeah, Ultra. Is inside of Costco with the Pocket 3. It's going to track my face, as I told it to. So one thing different between these two cameras, of course, with the Pocket 3 and the Ultra, is of course the lens is wide. We know that. Look how close I am on the Pocket. But it's the gimbal, right? It's going to be smooth, but you're going to have to know where you're pointing the camera with the Pocket 3 versus like an action camera with the Ultra, which is going to get basically, you point at whatever you're pointing at and you're fine. Not with Pocket. You got to make sure you're pointing at the right thing. Good.